Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another Larry's Lounge reaction. This one is called I'll Have a Talk with Him. Not sure if this is Tom having a talk with Larry or Larry having a talk with Tom. I guess we'll figure it out. But this continues off from the That's All Uncalled For video that came out last Friday. So it's Monday now, so we got Larry's Lounge. And we'll have another one on Wednesday and Friday too. Pretty much know Larry's schedule by heart now. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Larry's Lounge, and the other remainder days of the week I did not list is Lounge TV. So with that being said, let's get into this video.
Guess he's in there. Can't see him anywhere else. Hey, Dad. There you are in there. Can I talk to you for a second?
About what?
About one Mr. Joe.
Well, Tom, are we going to do this again?
I feel like we need to.
This is what Uncle Jeff does. This is what I was talking about. He puts them all together. The next thing you know, snaps off an eye. Luckily, I have another pull just like this that the reel doesn't work, so I can switch it out. All right, what do you want to talk about?
You don't think that he was a bit harsh yesterday, rubbing that all in my face about, oh, it's a shame you can't go on vacation? Over and over and over again?
I didn't take that as he was rubbing that in your face. I took that as he was just like sincerely saying that it's a shame you can't go on vacation.
Dad, literally the first thing that he said after I apologized to him was, oh, it's a shame you can't go. It's going to be so much fun. Like, yeah. Great. Thanks, Joe.
Look, the only thing that I thought that he said wrong was that, the last thing that he said about, about friends. And as soon as I said that's uncalled for, he stopped.
I completely agree. Like, that was just outright insulting.
It was. But see, sometimes Joe talks and he doesn't think he talks so fast. I don't think he really thinks what he's saying, and he just comes out. I don't think he meant anything. I think you're like overly sensitive, Tom.
Overly sensitive?
Yeah. I mean, I think you make a mountain out of a molehill every time you turn around.
I don't think I am. I think I'm perfectly justified with this.
I disagree, because I don't believe that he was saying the other stuff. I think he was genuinely saying to you, I wish you were going on vacation, or I wish you could go on vacation.
And that's fine if you mentioned it like once. He kept bringing it up.
Well, I think he's...
And then he had the audacity to go ask, like, hey, could you also watch my dogs?
I think you are overreacting a bit, Tom. I will say that. But I get it, because I can be sensitive too, so I can't fully blame Tom for this. But judging from what I saw in the last video and into this one, yeah, Tom might be overreacting a little bit. But I was in Tom's position, and I wouldn't make a federal case out of it. So,
on that note, what's up with you? You took his side on that.
Well, I was just trying to, think of the easiest, that would be easy for you to, you're watching the chickens anyway,
Right, because I live here. I don't go over to Joe's, like, ever.
You only have to go there and just would have to walk the dogs outside and feed them, that's all.
Okay, what if that's right? I'm supposed to be doing something with the chickens, huh? What's the priority there?
But he would have paid you for it, though.
That's not the point. The point is the principle
Speaking
of the thing.
Of the chickens, yeah. Listen, if you have any problems with them at all, just, the battery, I bought the new battery and it's fully charged now, so that you won't even have to worry about that.
Is that what that was on the table?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so because it looked kind of like the other one, but...
Yeah. So...
I didn't know they came in already.
Yeah, I'll have a talk with Joe, all right? And I'll tell him, Tom, I just think that you're really wound up about this, and maybe you need to just, like...
We're kicking off one of the biggest deals weeks.
Just, like, settle down.
Dad, if you were in the situation I was, where you already had stuff to do, like stuff that other people had already told you had to do, you knew you had to do it, and then somebody tried to foist an entire volunteering you into a new situation thing to further take up more of your time on what would otherwise just be time at home, wouldn't you also be upset?
Well, he was asking you. I don't think he was telling you to do it. So, and you said no. So, it's not like you have to do it.
that is a good point. Joe was just asking, and Joe would have paid Tom for it too.
It's not that big a deal. It's not like it was being forced on you. It's not like the chickens. You
But
know?
I guess that's true, but still, the fact that he, like,
I don't know.
after he mocks you several times for not being able to go on the vacation, then asks you to do something for him?
Tom, see, you're saying mocked you. I don't believe that he was. I believe that he sincerely was saying, I wish you could go
If
on
he said it
vacation.
once, maybe. But he kept saying it.
Tom,
You don't keep saying something like that unless you're trying to make a point.
but don't we all repeat ourselves over and over and over again?
Well, you
I
would
feel like
know.
you keep repeating yourself over and over again about the same thing with Joe.
Because it feels like nobody listens to me.
I am listening to you, and I said I'm going to have a talk with him, all right?
Right, but then you keep throwing it back like, oh, no, you shouldn't have done the thing.
Well, I'll tell you what, I just don't think it was very smart on his behalf to say something to you when he knows that you've already been mad about this whole situation. I don't think it was very smart that Joe brought it up.
No, I agree with that.
I don't agree with you that he did it to maliciously to attack you or to make you get mad or that because you're not going. I don't think he did it that way.
I disagree with you on that.
Okay, but I will have a talk with him because the last thing he said was just wrong. And maybe I'll be surprised and he did do it to get a dig on you. I don't know.
I mean, the last thing you could tell by his tone was absolutely a dig. And what, just because I didn't agree to do that? Like,
Well, I don't know. I don't know why he did that. Maybe he was getting a little irritated with you. I mean, you do get an attitude with him sometimes, Tom, you know? Don't you?
I feel like most people do, but
What?
Most
Most
people
people
would.
do what? Get an
most
attitude?
people would get an attitude after all that.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like, so Joe's very defensive when it comes to that stuff, and maybe that's why he...
That wasn't defensive. That was outright aggression. Like, maybe passive aggression at lowest.
No, because it depends on if the first thing that he said to you, when he was talking about vacation, if he meant that to be a dig or if he meant that sincerely that he wishes that you were going on vacation. There's two different scenarios right there, Tom, depending on how you take it.
I was talking about the last thing.
Well, the last thing, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you were getting kind of an attitude with him before that, so maybe that's why he...
Because he had the audacity to bring up multiple times again.
You should stop bringing up that word audacity because you're just using that word. It's just going to keep drama going. And yeah, things don't need to be as tense as some of you are making out to be. And Tom, you have been pretty hot-headed lately, I will admit that. I mean, I enjoy Tom being in these videos, I always will, but I even have to admit Tom has been a little hot-headed. But I'm not going to criticize him left and right like some people on the Lawyers Lounge Discord is, though. I thought that was ridiculous. Someone was angry with Tom because he was making a big deal about taking care of the chickens, and what this person said on Discord was kind of uncalled for. More uncalled for than whatever Joe said in the last video on Larry's Lounge.
But that's, again, yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Tom. Now, just think about this, right? That if I'm right, and he did just bring it up because he was being sincere about that, right? Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden you get mad and attitude with him, then he got a dig on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's possible that way, isn't it?
Hold on. What are you saying?
I'm saying that, okay, when he was talking about going on vacation, right?
Right.
It irritated you.
It did.
Right. But that's because you took it as he was trying to get a dig on you.
Okay.
Right? That he was trying to be sarcastic.
Right.
Suppose it was just that he was actually being sincere and does wish that you were going on vacation. Suppose it was that. But you took it the wrong way. Not the way that he said it. Is it possible?
It's possible. For the first time he said it.
Well, maybe even the second time, because I don't think the second time he said it any different than the first time.
If you know that somebody's not going on vacation when they would go on vacation.
Maybe because he's just excited about going on vacation, so he just keeps talking about it. I don't know, Tom. I don't know what went through his mind. That's why I said I'll have a talk with him, see where that came from. If it was a place of trying to be, sincere about you going, or was it coming from a place where he was trying to get under your skin? I'll find that out, and if it is, I'll tell him that he needs to apologize to you. And especially for the last thing anyway, he needs to apologize for that because it was uncalled for. He should
Right,
never
'cause I
said
mean,
something.
you know as well as I do. I have friends. The fact is that some of them moved, and we're not
Yeah.
all around to be able to take a vacation.
And I know that, Tom. And I think Joe knows that. He knows that you have friends that have all went away and stuff, and that's what happens when we get older, Tom. Right? We get older. I'm gonna break another eye. It looks like. Yeah, see, I think I can just switch the top of this pole out with that other one because they're the same. Yeah, I'm just saying that maybe it's possible that that you took it wrong. Not the end thing, when he was talking about that. But I don't know. The only way I can find that out is by talking to Joe. That's why I'll have a talk with him. And see where that came from. If that was a place of I really believe that he. But then again, some people surprise me sometimes. So, but he does know you have friends, Tom. And maybe that's what he meant. It's you need to make new friends because your friends have all moved away. Maybe that's what he was talking about. I don't know. See, sometimes Joe talks.
That's easy. When's the last time Joe made a new friend?
Well, I'm just saying, Joe has a lot of friends. But what I'm saying is, Tom, is maybe because Joe does have a habit of talking fast and a lot. I don't know. I can't imagine that his brain can process what he's saying as fast as he says it.
No, he is kind of like that.
He's a motor mouth.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's very hard to, to know. But I'll find out. I'll find out from him. Like, if he was... He'll tell me the truth, I think. He might not, though.
Well, maybe he'll let it slip after you guys have some drinks on vacation or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. But I think that you overreact and you're overly sensitive to everything about that right now. No, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I mean, I hurt your feelings by not inviting you, right?
Yes.
Right. So, I think maybe you're oversensitive as far as, like, the smallest little thing is setting you off.
Stop saying that. Never mind. You said you'd have a talk with him?
Yeah, I'll have a talk with him.
Okay. That's fine. I would rather he'd apologize of his own volition and not after you have words with him, but... whatever happens, I guess.
But you know what? I have an idea.
Oh, well, what that idea is. That's big of a cliffhanger on this one, but still. But, that pretty much includes his reaction and his intention revolving around Joe, of course. Let's hope that gets resolved because there has been a lot of tension. First it was Larry versus Tom. Now Joe's involved. Stemming from when Larry took the other vacation like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, but yeah, I guess we will figure out what happens there. But yeah, that's an interesting reaction. Looking forward to seeing what is coming next as well. So, but yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for the next one. Still a couple shorts and some reactions I need to do today, and then we'll be good. Devil Insight's going to be last, though, because I want to do my reaction shorts. The only short I might hold off till after the Devil Insight showcase is the McJoke and Nugget short if I do it today. So, with that being said, that ends this video. Stay tuned for the next one.